10 hidden female weaknesses men need to know now. Stoicism. Stoic love. Most men spend their lives trying to impress women with wealth, flashy charm, or polished appearances. But what if the true path to deep connection and influence had nothing to do with surface-level traits? What if attraction had more to do with how well you understand the quiet vulnerabilities a woman doesn't even speak about, let alone fully understand herself? Here's the truth. Behind every confident smile, every teasing glance, every moment of hesitation, there are emotional currents, subconscious desires, and hidden emotional triggers at play. But here's the problem. Most men never learn to see them. They chase shadows instead of substance. They react instead of observe. And in doing so, they miss the very things that could make them unforgettable. Today, we're going beyond the noise. We're diving into 10 hidden female weaknesses, the subtle psychological patterns that, when understood, will forever change how you relate to women. This isn't about manipulation. It's about wisdom. It's about learning to see clearly. Because once you do, you'll stop chasing and start attracting. Let's begin. 1. Women can't resist a man who walks away. One of the most powerful things a man can ever do in love and in life is to master the art of walking away. Not out of bitterness, not to manipulate, but from a place of deep self-respect. Here's the truth most men overlook. One of the deepest, most hidden emotional weaknesses in women is their intense response to loss, especially the fear of losing a man who knows his value. In the modern world, where validation and attention are currency, the man who refuses to beg, who doesn't chase, who doesn't fall apart when she pulls away, becomes a rare presence. Think about it. When a woman senses that a man will stay no matter how she behaves, her subconscious registers that he values her more than himself. That imbalance kills attraction. But when she meets a man who can calmly and confidently walk away if she disrespects him, plays games, or takes him for granted, it flips a switch in her. She realizes he's not afraid to be alone. He's not emotionally enslaved, and that's precisely what makes him magnetic. Stoic wisdom reminds us that freedom begins when we release the need for external validation. A man who walks away doesn't lose control, he takes it back. His actions whisper a deeper truth. I am not here to prove my worth to you. I already know it. That kind of strength sends a shockwave through a woman's psyche. It's not about playing hard to get. It's about actually being hard to get, because you value peace over chaos, self-worth over codependency, and dignity over desperation. In everyday life, this principle applies beyond romance. Whether it's in business, friendships, or family, when you stop clinging and start choosing yourself, people treat you differently. The energy shifts. You stop being an option and become a standard. Walking away when something no longer honors your worth is not weakness. It's the ultimate masculine. 2. The power of emotional certainty. One of the most overlooked yet powerful ways women evaluate a man's strength is through his ability to provide emotional certainty. In today's world, where relationships are increasingly shaped by emotional instability and fleeting validation, women, regardless of age, subconsciously search for a steady emotional anchor. It's often misunderstood that because women are emotionally expressive, they are chaotic or irrational. That's not the case. In reality, their emotions are simply a highly sensitive internal compass, guiding how safe they feel with a man. Emotional security is not about grand gestures or being available 24/7. It's about showing a consistent, grounded presence that says, without needing to say a word, I'm not going anywhere, even when the storm hits. Now, here's the truth most men miss. When you become emotionally reactive, when you sulk, lash out, or seek constant reassurance. You flip the script. Instead of being her rock, you become her responsibility. You force her into the masculine role of emotional stabilizer, and this role reversal drains her attraction, like pulling the plug on a full bathtub. Stoic happiness is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be made of stone. It's about mastering your inner world so that no external chaos shakes you. This is what the Stoics meant when they spoke of ataraxia, a serene calmness, even amid adversity. In modern relationships, that calm is magnetic. Think about it. In a world where most men are either too detached or too needy, the man who stands firm, quiet, composed, and deeply rooted in who he is becomes incredibly rare. He's the lighthouse in the fog, the steady pulse in a chaotic rhythm. When a woman feels she can cry, vent, or be vulnerable without worrying that you'll crumble or retaliate, she connects with you on a level deeper than words. She feels emotionally held. And that feeling of being held, without control, without fear, is something every woman instinctively desires, but rarely admits out loud. That's the kind of man a woman not only wants, but respects. The application of this principle in your everyday life is simple, but requires discipline. When your partner becomes emotional, don't mirror her energy. Don't try to fix her right away. Just be present. Let your calmness show her that the ground beneath her feet is still solid. When life hits you with disappointments, whether financial setbacks, health challenges, or family issues, resist the urge to complain or seek pity. Instead, speak less, act with intention, and stay true to your values. That silence, that unshaken demeanor, says more than words ever could. If you want to be the man who stands out in a world full of emotional instability, then be the one who offers peace, not pressure. Be the eye of the storm, not the debris. In doing so, you don't just win a woman's heart, you win her respect, her trust, and her lasting devotion. Because at the end of the day, emotional certainty isn't just something you offer her. It's a reflection of the inner mastery you've cultivated within yourself. And that, my friend, is the kind of strength no woman can ignore. If you're ready to embody the kind of emotional certainty that makes you irresistible, drop a comment right now. I offer peace, not pressure. Like this video, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and remember, true strength isn't in being unshakable for others, it's in being unshakable for yourself. 3. The unspoken influence of deep voice and presence. One of the most overlooked yet powerful psychological levers of attraction lies in a man's deep voice and his commanding presence, elements that operate silently but profoundly within a woman's subconscious. A deep, steady voice is not merely a vocal trait, it's a symbol of power, self-control, and emotional stability. Evolutionary psychology explains this well. Women are hardwired to be drawn to signals of strength and security, and a resonant voice often suggests high testosterone, leadership, and maturity. But let's not make the mistake of reducing attraction to tone alone. It's the presence that truly makes a man unforgettable. Presence isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's about how you carry yourself when you walk into a room. It's the stillness in your eyes when chaos surrounds you, the calm certainty in your pace, and the rare ability to remain composed when others scramble. This type of energy sends a clear, primal signal. This man knows who he is. Think of the quiet strength of Marcus Aurelius, whose leadership wasn't forged by shouting, but by the weight of his stillness. As the saying goes, silence is a source of great strength. Women instinctively notice a man who doesn't chase attention, but commands respect just by existing. In contrast, weak posture, erratic gestures, and rushed speech whisper insecurity to the subconscious, even if words say otherwise. Brothers, if you desire to attract not just attention, but admiration. Start mastering your presence before you open your mouth. Speak less, but with intention. Move slower, but with purpose. Let your energy announce your arrival before your voice does. And remember, the more grounded your presence, the louder it speaks. If you've experienced this in your own life, or struggled to build that silent power, share your story in the comments below. Let's grow wiser together. 4. The paradox of controlled vulnerability. The paradox of controlled vulnerability is one of the most underestimated yet powerful dynamics in the emotional landscape between men and women. It's not about closing off or opening up completely. It's about mastering when and how much to reveal. A high-value man understands that vulnerability is not weakness, it's strategic strength. He knows that women are not attracted to men who constantly vent, over-explain their emotions, or seek comfort, like a child needing a mother. That's not intimacy. It's emotional burden. Yet, at the same time, being too stoic, too guarded, too unreadable makes a woman feel disconnected, as if she's trying to love a locked vault. The key is selective vulnerability, sharing parts of your internal world only after you've processed them, revealing pain not from the wound, but from the scar, showing emotion without being ruled by it. This is what makes a man intriguing and trustworthy. He doesn't flood her with feelings, but instead allows her to feel chosen when he opens up, because it's rare, intentional, and measured. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." A good man doesn't bleed all over others. He contains his storm, speaks only when clarity has emerged, and never seeks permission to feel. In real life, think of the strong father figure who listens more than he speaks, who can place a hand on your shoulder and say, "I've been through that," without falling apart himself. That's real masculine grounding. Gentlemen, remember, your emotions should be like an ocean, present, powerful, but never out of control. Let her see the depth, not the chaos. If you've ever felt torn between sharing too much and hiding too much, you're not alone. But now you understand the paradox, so master it. Comment below. Have you ever seen this balance go wrong in your life, and what did you learn from it? Let's share wisdom, man to man. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 5. A man with a mission isn't a man's looks, his money, or even his charm. It's his purpose. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are driven by something greater than themselves. A man who has a clear mission, whether it's building a business, mastering a craft, or conquering a personal goal, automatically becomes magnetic. Why? Because purpose creates focus, discipline, and independence, qualities that women can't resist. The mistake most men make is making a woman their mission. They prioritize her above all else, making her feel like she's the only thing that matters. But ironically, this kills attraction. Women don't want to be the center of your world. They want to be a part of something bigger. A man with a mission doesn't wait around for her texts. He doesn't drop everything just because she calls. He is busy chasing his own vision, and that makes him irresistible. So ask yourself, what are you building? What are you chasing? If you don't have a mission, women will sense it and they won't stay. 6. Women are drawn to what they can't have. A woman's mind, like the world's finest vault, doesn't open to those who knock too often. It opens to the one who holds the mystery. What she can't fully have is what she craves the most. This is not just attraction. This is the law of human psychology. Scarcity creates desire. Just like diamonds are precious because they're rare, a man who is not always available becomes a priceless treasure in her mind. It's not about playing games. It's about mastering presence and restraint. You see, women unconsciously assign value to the unpredictable. The man who doesn't always reply immediately. The man who is focused, driven, selective with his energy. He commands curiosity. She wants to decode him. She needs to feel like she's earning access to a man who doesn't need her to feel whole. The less you reveal, the more people can wonder, said Napoleon Bonaparte. That mystery breeds fascination. So stop being too eager. Stop handing over your presence like it's free candy. Power is in restraint. Control is in pacing. Let her feel your absence. Let her hunger for your presence. Be a man with a life so full that she wants to be part of it, not the center of it. Keep a piece of your soul out of reach, and she'll chase it with fire in her eyes. That's how you flip the script. That's how you lead the dance. Comment below. I choose to be the mystery she never solves. Like if you agree, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom that gives you the upper hand in love and life. 7. Women are programmed to test your strength. Most men don't realize that women test them all the time. These tests aren't random. They are subconscious ways for women to determine if a man is truly strong. A woman might challenge your opinions to see if you stand firm, create small conflicts just to see if you stay calm, or act disinterested to see if you get insecure. These tests aren't about being difficult. They are instinctive ways to filter out weak men. If a woman senses that a man is easily rattled, reactive, or overly emotional, she loses respect for him. The secret? Never react emotionally to a woman's test. Instead, stay calm, smile, and remain unfazed. If she challenges you, respond with certainty, not defensiveness. If she pulls away, don't chase. Let her come back. A man who passes a woman's test becomes the man she can't replace. Remember, women only test men they are attracted to. If she's testing you, it's a good sign. Just don't fail. 8. Confidence in the face of rejection is irresistible. Most men tremble at the thought of being overlooked, but those who stand tall in the face of it grow into something irresistible. Women are drawn to men who take rejection in stride, as if it's nothing more than a minor inconvenience. When you can brush off rejection with a smile, a chuckle, or a confident remark, it broadcasts that you are a man of undeniable value. Let's be real. Desperate men fear rejection because they're clinging to the idea of scarcity. But confident men don't even flinch. They know their worth and won't settle for anything less than what they deserve. So if she turns you down, simply smile and say, "No big deal, your loss. Take care." Then walk away like you've just won the lottery. The secret lies in how you respond to rejection. A man who can shake off rejection without missing a beat becomes a magnet for women. It's not the rejection itself that stings. It's the need for approval. Once you stop chasing validation, women will start chasing you. 9. Women obsess over men who are hard to read. A man who reveals too much, too soon, loses his edge. When a woman feels she has you figured out, the allure fades. It's not about playing mind games. It's about leaving just enough to the imagination. A woman is drawn to a man who knows how to hold back, to create space where she must wonder, anticipate, and crave. Signs of a man who's too easy to predict. He's always at her beck and call, his emotions spilled without reserve, and he clings to her approval like it's his lifeline. A high-value man, however, stands apart by cultivating mystery. He doesn't rush to share everything. He lets things unfold naturally, responding with a calm, deliberate pace. It's the unpredictable moments, the ones that keep her on her toes, that spark true attraction. When she's never quite sure what you'll do next, You keep her intrigued. The man who leaves room for curiosity is the one who keeps her coming back for more. 10. A man who controls his desires controls everything. The true strength a man possesses lies in his ability to remain unshaken by the distractions of the world. Too many men surrender to their impulses, whether it's seeking approval, chasing fleeting pleasures, or letting external validation dictate their actions. But the men who command respect are the ones who remain centered, who act with intention, and who understand that true power is rooted in self-mastery. Women gravitate toward men who are not easily swayed, who stand firm in their values, and who never let their desires compromise their integrity. These men know their worth and never beg for attention. They let their actions speak louder than any words. When a man stops seeking approval and starts walking his own path with unwavering confidence, that's when women take notice. A man who can say no, who places his purpose above all else, becomes a magnet for admiration and desire. Attraction isn't about playing games. It's about mastering your mind and your purpose. Women are drawn to men who lead with strength, who move with purpose, and who hold their own without relying on external validation. Cultivate that inner strength, and women won't just be attracted to you, they'll be captivated by you. If this resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Guide for more insights on navigating life and relationships with strength and clarity. Until then, keep your focus sharp, stay calm, and remember, true power never seeks, it attracts.